Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another video for y'all, and I just want to chat with y'all because the world that we living in a world that's really messed up, and it's like, people wondering when the world is gonna go back to normal, and for the stuff that's going on right now, like for the stuff that's like taking place right now, and there's gonna be stuff that's gonna be taking place next year, and there's people that are just not gonna be prepared for it. But I just want to let y'all know something. Get right with God. Get right with God right now. And again, I'm not making this video. I mean, if you somebody that doesn't believe in God, I mean, that's cool. I mean, if you an atheist, that's cool. I just want to help the people out. Like I stated before, I'm here to help and not harm. Some people, you do got people that do feel that when it comes down to like certain situations, going through certain issues, whether it's like a financial issue or whether it's a medical issue, some people thinking that like they can like overcome it all alone. And you got people that talk about this and that, where they talk about saying that God doesn't exist, Jesus doesn't exist. Like there's always people that talk about that, and then you have those people that want to like debate with them about that. Now is the time to get right with God, because you do got people that talk about saying that they don't want to hear anything about God. They don't want to hear anything about Jesus. They talk about saying that like, like they always like to talk about, stuff about God not being real, this and that. Get right with God right now, because you do got people out there that go through a situation where it's like a medical situation where they go through, just having a health scare. They probably go through having like maybe a stroke or maybe having a heart attack, and they end up going to the hospital. And with them like going to the hospital, they end up finding a connection with God, whether they become now. Now that's another thing too. Now, with all of these religions, you got some people that go through a situation and it's like they end up becoming like a Muslim. Some people go through a situation and they end up becoming a Christian. Some people go through a situation and they end up becoming, maybe a Jehovah Witness or maybe a Buddhist, with all of these like different religions, or maybe a Catholic. But yeah, the only way like you can really like stay safe out here in this world is by getting right with God. Yeah, like God first and foremost, getting right with God first and foremost, and also doing your own research so like you and your family can be prepared for what's to come, so you and your family can stay safe out here. Because I know like a lot of you have those moments where you just scroll down on YouTube and you scroll down on TikTok. You may see a video where somebody may be talking about saying that Jesus is not this, like Jesus is not that. Like, everybody feels however they want to feel. Everybody like has like their opinions, because just like people be debating about should prayer be allowed in school or should prayer not be allowed in school. Well, like public school. Do I feel that prayer should be allowed in school? I respect people for what they believe in. Like, for somebody that's, like, non-religious, they don't believe in God. They don't believe in God at all. Like, they're an atheist. I mean, if they don't want to, like, participate, I mean, they don't, like, have to. But, like, for the people that do believe in God, because when it comes down to sports, like, when it comes down to sports and in public high schools, they do pray before the game. Whether they just say the Lord's Prayer before the game, Or, they may just have a moment of silence, but usually like before the games, like football games, basketball games, because I do remember in my days of playing football, we would say the Lord's Prayer before the game, and we would also pray before the game. So I feel that prayer should be allowed in public school, but yeah, with the way the world is right now, with all the stuff that's going on in this world right now, it's time that you get right with God. As long as you're breathing, as long as you're breathing, as long as you're waking up day after day, get right with God. Get right with God right now because, like I said before, these are two underrated blessings that the average person doesn't think about. Like, waking up out of bed every single day, that's a blessing that the average person doesn't think about. Making it home safely when you get off work, when you get off your 9 to 5, that's an underrated blessing that the average person doesn't think about. Every day to be breathing is a blessing. You know what I mean? But again, if you're somebody watching this video, you don't believe in God. I mean, cool. I'm not trying to like get into no debates with anybody for whatever they believe in, but for the people out there that are lost, for the people out there that are scared, for the people out there that are just feeling anxious, get right with God. Get right with God right now if you're scared, because when God is on your side, like with God on your side, you'll be just fine. And that's another thing too. I'm gonna do another video about this when it comes down to you going through situations in your life where you're acting all cocky, where you feel like you know it all, where you feel you like you all this and that. There are times where God is gonna put you through a situation so you can be humbled. God is gonna put you through a situation in order to humble you. But I'm gonna probably do another video about that though. But yeah, get right with God. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. And again, my new song, All Night Long, it's on my YouTube channel and it's also on my SoundCloud. You can follow me on SoundCloud at Wally G. Let's run it up. Let's blow it up. Love y'all.